Novak Djokovic back to being the fifth wheel? ATP legend drops bold verdict. Back in 2005, Novak Djokovic made his Grand Slam debut at the Australian Open. By then, Roger Federer had already won 4 major titles, and Rafael Nadal had announced himself on the big stage with some eye-catching displays. Moreover, the Serb had to wait for 12 Grand Slam tournaments before he could capture his maiden Grand Slam win on his 13th attempt. Although Djokovic went on and became a dominant force in the men's circuit, his power has been slowly fading away with the emergence of Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. Amid this, tennis legend Boris Becker made a concerning statement about Djokovic. Interestingly, Sinner and Alcaraz combined have won each of the last 7 Grand Slam tournaments. The two have even triumphed over Djokovic en route to those wins. Moreover, with Djokovic even struggling on the ATP Tour, Becker feels that the old times are back again for Djokovic, with the only difference being that the likes of Federer and Nadal have been replaced with Sinner and Alcaraz. During a recent podcast, Becker revealed, "It's the fifth wheel on the carriage again. It was at the beginning with Federer and Nadal, now it's with Alcaraz and Sinner." However, Becker didn't stop at that. He even asked Djokovic to consider his future, saying, "That's the big question now, because to win a Grand Slam, he probably has to beat both Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner." That's how it was with Wimbledon, and he said Wimbledon was the tournament where he had his best chance of winning a Grand Slam. Further, he went on to add, he also has to realize, yes, he did injure himself a bit on match point against Flavio Cobolli, but at 38, you get injured more easily. It must be said that on their good days, Sinner and Alcaraz are better than Djokovic is on his good days. That frustrates him, but he's a realist. The question is, how realistic are the chances he'll win another Grand Slam now, because time is running out for him? Recently, Djokovic bowed out of the Wimbledon Championships in the semi-finals after losing to Jannik Sinner. Renowned coach Patrick Mouratoglou revealed why Djokovic lost against Sinner. Novak Djokovic's Wimbledon loss explained. After putting on some courageous performances in the earlier rounds, Djokovic had made a well-deserved entry into the last 4 at Wimbledon. However, Sinner stood in his path and history. Eventually, the Italian star had it easy against Djokovic as Sinner dominated the match right from the word go to complete a straight-set victory and eliminate Djokovic. Sharing his thoughts, Mouratoglou explained why Djokovic had it tough against Sinner. He said, "I felt like Novak was more in demonstration than in victory mode. He just wanted to prove to himself that he could still compete with these players, saying to himself, 'I want to enjoy the moment, I want the crowd to love me, I want to hold a great press conference afterward.' I'm exaggerating, but that's what I felt throughout the match." However, Djokovic will look for redemption when he steps back onto the court again for the US Open swing. It'll be interesting to see if Djokovic can take revenge at the US Open and win his 25th Grand Slam title in New York.